back to the Real Sisters Real Estate Podcast. This is Chrissy Curtis, and I'm with Berkshire Hathaway, the Bob and Rana Group. And as always, I'm with the glorious Julie. Julie, how's it going?
Things are going good. Well, I thank you for the stunning
You're
introduction.
welcome.
Uh, and I'm with Jackson Hole Sotheby's International Realty. No, we are not. Good grief. We are not.
Always a pumpy start with us.
God. One day we're really going to nail it.
our-
We're not endorsed. All right,
Okay,
moving on. So hopefully the rest of our show does not continue on the struggle bus.
Right.
Should we just jump right on in? I know you have appointments to get to.
Sure. All right. So our current days on market is 27 days. Our active units is down 303 units. So a little less inventory. Our pending went up 49 units. So that's good. So a couple more things under contract. And then for the state of Maryland only, not the whole bright MLS, we are actually up 250 units closed from this week from last year. So, kind of the same thing we've been seeing the whole time.
We've have 2 inches of snow on the ground already.
That's nothing for you guys.
No, it is nothing. It's just getting started. So, but because of this glorious snow, we have 144 for our residential listings as our days on market and 210. So constant ticking the up there. We have 1,411 active listings, so a little drop from last week. Only 17 new listings this week, 25 went pending, and 27 sold. So hanging in there with the sold and the pending, but not a whole lot in the new.
Interest rate right now for 30-year fixed is whopping 6.95. Yeah.
That's trash.
Yes.
Speaking of trash.
Speaking of trash. I think that the VA buyers actually have the lowest interest rate right now, which is...
Oh, what is it? I have a VA buyer who's been waiting for it to come down. I haven't talked to him in a bit.
Oh, I don't know. I just know that I have a VA buyer as well.
Come on, Chrissy. Do my work for me.
But just from what I've seen, the VA loans are a little bit less. So tell them you're good to go. You're doing a lot better than, our conventional buyers. You don't need to act up.
Well, they generally do, but he's been waiting. He keeps telling me, he's like, I want it down in the mid fives. I was like, well, here's a pipe. Wait for your dream to come around.
I'll see you in 2026 or even dare she.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I've got some news from the big dogs. It's not necessarily news from the big dogs, but just an article I found that I thought was pertinent to what we got going on. Do you want me to dig into it?
Jump on in.
All right. So they are calling this the silver tsunami.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know where they're going with
What
this.
is it?
Older baby boomers are moving all the inventory.
Yes, you got the silver part right. You didn't tell the reasoning though. So they're call it the grandparent migration is the silver tsunami. So grandparents are moving to be near their children so that they can be near their grandkids.
Yep.
I actually am dealing with that right this minute. Super nice, folks.
Me too.
You too. Okay.
Me too. A couple different people. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. This is hitting it right on the head with what we're seeing.
Yeah, me too. Same exact thing. It proves a little bit of a challenge on the agent side because I'm doing FaceTimes, I'm doing agent previews, things like that. But we do what we got to do.
DocuSigns are a struggle sometimes.
DocuSigns are a struggle. Yes,
it's okay though.
But just from what I've seen, they're patient, they're sweet, they nothing against the younger generation. Everyone is trying to just get their own home, but it's instant gratification. As where the silver tsunami, they're chilling. They are. They're chilling. Not doesn't mean I work less, actually a little bit more, but that's okay because they're so sweet. Okay, so there appears to be a shift of grandparents moving to be closer to grandchildren and not just moving across town, they're moving across the country. That's what mine are doing. Grandparents are
Mhm.
moving closer to grandkids for deeper emotional connections influenced by COVID 19's emphasis on family and life's fragility. Increased relocation, flexibility, mutual family support, combating isolation, and health concerns also seem to play key roles in the growing trend. I thought this stat was crazy. According to NAR, the median distance Americans moved in 2022 was 50 miles. That's a significant increase from the median distance of 15 miles from 2018 to 2021. And only 24% of sellers stayed in the same state after selling. So that's a whopping 76% of sellers not only left their neighborhood and their city, they left the area entirely. It's
Yeah.
crazy. 76%
It's
though.
I mean, we see it a lot here.
Because no one wants to live
People wanna live here, Chrissy.
there. That's crazy to me. But it really is goes to show how much COVID had an effect on our society. You can now work from home. So why live in a place that you're not happy? If you can make the same amount of money and live in a place that's more affordable, I mean, it's just crazy to me. 70%. So it goes on to say, blah, blah, blah. The top reasons that the silver tsunami is happening, it's all pretty much self explanatory if you know anything about human nature. Being a part of the family, helping each other. And it's not even just the grandparents needing help from the parents, it's actually the parents needing the help from the grandparents too. School
Mhm.
pickups, different things like that, sports. The grandparents will feel less lonely, and then financially, they need to feel more secure. So some of them are downsizing, some of them are making concessions in the way that they live in order to, because they have a lot of them have a fixed budget, so it's a little bit different than
Mhm.
you and I, where it's like, shoot, I want to up my lifestyle. I need to work harder, you know? Boo.
Right? Yeah,
Um,
they're going the other way now, for
yeah.
sure. Yep.
Yep.
It's coming into retirement, looking at their 401ks, what can we afford, what can we live off of for the last 20 years or so of our
Right.
lives.
Exactly.
I mean, that sounds harsh, but
But no, that's the
that's true.
truth. And with the way that people are staying alive so much longer, that all that plays into it too, so retiring
Mhm.
at what's the average rate? 68, is that what age people retire?
I think so.
So before you
I
would
think
have 20 years, but now you're looking at closer to 30 years, so you have to make your money stretch.
you have to make your money stretch or you continue working.
Yeah, which I probably will. So it also says that you have to find social changes, and they have to find a new social structure or circle when they move. So they're doing pickleball, churches, different
Mhm.
things like that. And then as far as changes in the home demands, what we need to be looking for to help these folks is they want main level living. Duh. They don't need steps.
Mhm.
They want multi-generational living. So I was just speaking with a
Yep.
young girl yesterday, and she wants everything on the main level, so when her parents come, they're fine, but she's fine with her bedroom upstairs because whatever.
Yep.
And then offering ADUs or in-law suites so everyone can be together but still separate. So, I thought that
Yep.
it's funny that you're in the same exact boat, because this literally just struck a chord with me because I keep seeing this.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. Well, we'll cruise it right along here. You want to jump into our reality show?
Sure.
All right. So we watched Owning Manhattan, season 1, episode 2, Next Gen. Um the show's starting to creep on me a little bit. A little bit.
As I was
I
watching
still don't like it.
As I was watching, I was
Still
like,
don't like it as much.
sorry. As I was watching it, I was like, I think Jules is gonna start to like this more. It went more into the real estate side of things. They still have to have the Netflix drama,
Yes.
but it was more of the real estate side of things.
Yes, I can appreciate that. And if you recall last week, we were like, how is he doing this $10 million incentive? This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We were wondering if it was a bonus selling incentive, and he broke it down for
Yes, he
us.
did.
So turns out that he must have 6% on the listing contract he's offering 4 and taking 2. And then did you pick up when Neil was talking to his team So the selling incentive is for a full price offer. And I had wondered that. And I thought to myself, I bet this is for a full price offer.
Well,
You don't do these kind of incentives unless you're coming full price.
sure, sure. But at the same time, I mean, that's just the percentage. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's two, I'm sorry, 4% on 250 million is 10 million, right?
Right. But he said this is for a full price offer. So I wonder if it's split 3 and 3. And if you don't bring a full price offer, I mean, if you don't, I wonder if it's split 3 and 3.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I did catch on the full price offer, but I was like, well, yeah, like that's just math. Which I'm not good at. So I didn't think of
No, me
that.
either.
So, but yeah, you're probably 100% right. But I did think it was funny. That's literally what they opened the show with because I was like, that math doesn't compute. Um,
Right.
so you're actually probably 100% correct because I don't know a listing agent that would give the buyer's agent more money.
No.
No,
But you come with a full price offer and you have that incentive? Sure,
sure,
maybe.
maybe.
Let's face it, his brokerage is going to take a cut of that buyer agency anyways. So,
I thought the same exact thing. I was like, well, he's going to get a piece of it regardless. So, it's
mhm.
beneficial for him to just make that incentive and make them work a little bit harder or at least put it on top of mind.
Yes. Let's jump into Neil's team, who these people are powerhouses.
Yes.
Holy shit. He was in that listing presentation and talking about his numbers and his stats. And then there was one thing I had to back it up like 3 or 4 times to catch what he said. He says, "We don't make cold calls standing up." And I
No, no,
thought,
no, no. We only make cold calls standing up.
"Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yes."
yeah, yeah. As in be on your feet, have your energy flowing,
Mhm.
like let's go. Um, Not a fan of cold calling, but with that kind of
Me
incentive, you get
either.
on it. And he had a particular list he was interested in with, the billionaires that could
Yes.
actually, like, how do you get that list? But he was
I don't
smart.
know.
Oh, that's right.
I don't
That's right. Because he's smart. Because he was like, I'm not calling Jeff Bezos. I don't have Jeff Bezos' number, but I am calling the person that knows a person that could tell Jeff Bezos about it. And I was like, oh, okay. So you just have to know the connections, which is just life in general.
Yes.
Connections.
Yes. He obviously has great
Sure.
connections because he's a rock star, man.
Horrible suits, but
But
yeah, sure.
horrible suits and didn't do great at the
I
listing.
think that was
Um,
staged.
I don't know. I don't know. Marcus, we were watching it together this morning drinking our coffee, and he was like, Neil did his thing and he basically talked about
Him.
himself the whole
Yeah.
time. And she came up when had, a marketing plan, a strategy. She seemed to really tap into this guy on an emotional level, which is always a great
Sure.
idea. Um, and Marcus literally, he turned to me, he goes, but he didn't even talk about the property. And I thought, yeah, that's why he's not going to get the hit listing.
Right, right. Agreed, agreed. I do think it was a little staged because I mean the name of the episode was Next Gen, so obviously I thought that she kind of went in, obviously I thought she was going to get it anyway, but she was more innovative in her ideas. And like Ryan
Mhm.
said, she came with ideas. She wasn't just,
Right.
this is how I market. I'm a robot. Bah, 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 you know? So yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
true. Yep. Yep.
Good for her. Let's
So
see if she can get it done though.
I hope
Yeah,
so. I want to see the fire dancers.
I know, right? Saw a little bit of Ryan's home life. We got to meet his wife. And if you watched Selling New York, I guess that's what it was called. Or $1 Million Listings New York, Manhattan, or whatever it was, then you already met her. But she's cute. She's from Greece. They got married in Greece. Ginger maybe watched their whole wedding episode um a while back. But she's cute. And then we also got to meet Jade, the commercial agent.
Yes. I really like
Yeah.
her. She is on her
Hmm.
shit. She's trying new things in the commercial industry, which
They need.
I don't, yeah, they need it. I don't think anyone's ever seen it. What a
I know
party.
what.
I wonder, like, how do these people get these open houses for people to show up? Because I literally sit and eat the donuts by myself.
Yeah, it's because you're just serving donuts. They have parties. No one wants to come
Maybe.
for donuts.
Maybe he'll try donuts and champagne
Right?
next.
That's what I was thinking. Donuts and mimosas, champagne and cocaine. Um, um, I was in Annapolis yesterday showing property, and I got kind of stopped by another agent, and he was like, "You should come to our cocktail party on Thursday at whatever time, I don't remember." And I was like, "Okay." In my head, I was thinking, "No, I'm never going to do that." Then I was like, "Should I go just to see like what these other folks do and how they market the?" I mean, it's a high price listing. I'm like, "Should I go?"
Yeah, you should.
All right, I'll look at it.
If anything, just to go network.
I know because I have a house right around the corner that needs that better price point, and I need to get it sold. So maybe I should go
There you go.
market myself.
Yes, you
All
should.
right, maybe I'll do it.
Let us know if you do. You're
Don't
not.
tempt me. I hate those things. They're so awkward.
We all know you're not going to.
It's so awkward. I hate them. Everyone thinks they should be known because they sell property in Annapolis. I'm like, so do I. You don't know me. Who cares?
You have to be
I
known.
know, apparently.
The last thing I have is the Chloe acting a fool at the party.
Mm-hmm. She was acting a fool.
She was acting a fool. And I thought
cares?
to myself, I wonder if that is
Staged.
constructed.
Right.
I was like, no, she fired the girl. Who cares what team she goes to next? Like, I couldn't understand it.
But I also, a part of me thinks that it wasn't just because the dude was acting so like chill. He's like, what's your problem? Like he wasn't really feeding into the drama.
Well, what was her problem?
I don't
get
it either. Like, who cares? You fired her.
She fired the girl.
Yeah.
So what do you think this girl's going to do? Not go to a different team?
Right. Just go on unemployment.
You can't. Not in real estate.
No, there's no such thing. Or we'd all be on it.
Because all of us would be. I'm sorry, I plan to not have sales for the next 6 months.
Right.
So I would like my unemployment check.
Well, I go to Greece. At least we're on the same page.
Yes, we are. That's everything I have on the episode. Do you have anything else?
Nope, that was it.
Alrighty. So let's jump into. Oh, did we skip it? Was I supposed to do story time first
you
again?
story time because you don't like to read.
I don't like to read. I'd much rather do the listing.
Well, we can make a permanent solution for these problems that we have. We're our own bosses of the podcast.
We could. Oh, all right. So I have a story here. I just pulled it from Reddit because no one else wrote in and gave us anything better. So it's labeled hiding in plain sight. It's not, they didn't give their brokerage or anything like that. But it says, we all hate when the seller hangs around during the open houses or a showing, shuffling right behind, eavesdropping, interjecting, and opinionating. But for one agent, the seller took it a step further. She stayed in the house for the showings, but hid under the covers in the bed. It wasn't subtle, and it was very strange.
Very strange. I say, how do you not notice that?
When confronted by the listing agent, she always denied it.
It's so weird.
People are so odd.
So
like, I see you.
Right.
I might get a stick. Poke, I see you. How are you denying this? Get out.
Right. Don't you have to pee? Oh,
very bizarre.
Beyond bizarre. Like, what in the world? What's the benefit of that? Just hearing what people say?
I don't know.
Oh, that poor whoever
get
that
one
agent
of those.
was.
Yeah, just get one of those recording
It's illegal.
things. People record themselves all the time.
It's illegal.
Is it?
It is here.
Is it illegal?
It's here. It is here. You cannot record.
for showings, or I mean, people record themselves in their homes all the time.
Which I
You see
find
those
odd too. Like,
TikToks
yeah, I'm
and
like, why are you
things like that.
recording?
It's
Like,
so weird.
why are we seeing the cat jump? Although hilarious inside your house. Like, why are you recording? Um,
Just for that one in a million TikTok that might go
I guess
viral.
so. And I've watched them all. Um, if it has a cat. But
Yes.
in the state of Maryland, I cannot speak for the everything, but in the state of Maryland, you are not allowed to record. The seller may not
Huh.
record while people are going through, you know.
Interesting. I don't know what it is like in Wyoming. Maybe I'll look that up. I probably won't, but sure.
Well, at least we know the title of our episode. I should do that, but I probably won't.
But I probably won't.
All right, well, that sucks for that lady, and that is completely bizarre.
It's very odd.
You want to move
Very
on
odd.
to the listing of the week?
What do you got for us?
For the listing of the week, we have an 18 million LA mansion. So a little bit different this time. There's nothing, no inventory even in LA or anywhere. No one's selling their house. Or no one that I care about. I don't even care about this one, but
Sorry, Brittany's.
sorry. Well, right. Sorry. Eek. One's gone and one's crazy. So formerly occupied by pop superstar Britney Spears, who rented it out during her relationship with Justin Timberlake. The place was later owned by actress Brittany Murphy, who went on to collapse on the premises and ultimately die from cardiac arrest in 2009. Sad, at the age of 32. I remember that happening. The Clueless star's 40-year-old husband, Simon Monjack, passed away inside the residence just a few months later.
Good grief.
Yeah. A developer subsequently bought the estate and gave it a multi-year down to the studs remodel. The LLC is linked to Rhode Island, and they picked up the home in 2020 for roughly 11.6 million. So let's take a peek. They did a fantastic job. This house is very beautiful. So outside, isn't that so pretty? This fully remodeled spread in Hollywood Hills overlooks the Sunset Strip and offers up a movie theater, wine cellar, fitness studio, and infinity pool. 9,400 square feet of living space spread across 3 levels, has 5 bedrooms and 9 baths. The home clings to the side of a hill and offers sweeping city lights and offers sweeping city light views and mountain vista views from almost every vantage point. This listing is brought to us from James Harris and David Barnes at Carrollwood Estates, and Helen Chong and Susanna Lewing of Halen Group.
Just butcher it.
Yes, per the usual.
Just butcher it. It's fine. It's what we do.
We're going to get sued one day. I'm like, we don't even make money on
this. If anyone listens.
Exactly. You can't sue us. We don't make money on this. All right, so this is the outside. You can tell it definitely clings to the side of the hill.
Stage 1 cling
Stage, yes, definitely. And the other side of it, the other side of the house with the garage. I want to say it's only a four-car garage, but it's still pretty big. I just think it's beautiful. Inside, we have the kitchen. Again, a lot.
It's looking pretty normal, I guess.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, it's not anything that's too crazy. It is just really pretty. Once I flick through things, you'll see just the views of everything, and I think that's what really helps sell this house. Yeah, like you said, nothing too crazy. I mean, the wood cabinets that we're seeing, which are pretty, the modern version of the wooden cabinets, and then the black accents. The black accents are everywhere these days. The black with the gold, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Again, just another view of the kitchen. That is a massive island. I will say that you see the size of that from this view. And then you can.
I like the accent wall all the way in the back.
Isn't that pretty?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's like marbly. I assume it's probably just some wallpaper, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool though. I like it.
I like it too. And then you can see how it's just all glass. From if you're cooking and you're looking out, it's just all glass, which is pretty amazing.
Oh,
This
wow.
is, yeah, one of the couple different spaces for the family room. That's the family room. I want to say that is, it has three different levels. So it didn't really say what level we were on, but I couldn't see the kitchen from anywhere in here. So I assume it's a different level. And then also has the big patio and the big doors that collapse, the glass doors, which I'm just in love with.
It's very LA. Those big doors, the seamless living is what they call it, from the interior to the exterior living.
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
I
if I lived in the climate that could have it, I would have it, and if I could afford it.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing and pretty pricey.
We don't do that here. We
No.
don't want the exterior to come into the interior.
No.
We do our best to block it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why you do not have a silver tsunami. Um But this is the primary suite. You can see the size of this primary. It's pretty massive. There's the sit there. I have a better picture of the sitting area over there. And again, with the I mean, look at these views. I mean, it's just amazing. It's pretty amazing. If that's what you want to look at,
Yeah.
the city. And then one more of the ensuite with the huge tub in the
Oh, wow.
center.
It's
And
pretty.
it's very pretty. And again, just the views everywhere. The whole side of the house is made of glass. And then this is
Yeah. I mean, nothing is like overly stunning, but it's all just very
It's
nice.
just very, yeah, very nice. I think it's pretty elegant and clean, you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
nothing gunky. Um,
Right? It's no Italian marble all over
no.
and nothing really over the top. And it looks like it's someplace you could actually live in, which is also nice. Some places look so
Yeah,
sterile.
agreed. And they don't seem cozy at all. Now, the wood
Mm-mm.
accents help to make this seem a little bit more cozy to me. Um,
Yeah.
and then, I mean, the staging is what it is. I mean, it's pretty neutral. But like this is the sitting room in the primary. So, does anyone ever actually use that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you sit.
I mean, I guess if you have a ton of kids and you're trying to get away from them, but like I was in a huge house yesterday and they had a same size sitting room like this, and I'm like, who sits in their bedroom? I don't know, whatever. I move on. Um, so this is another view of the kitchen again the night view with all the just the skyline, the city skyline, and then the infinity pool during the day.
Oh, wow. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's pretty awesome. And then that's just the pool. I just thought that picture was freaking awesome. You get to really see the magnitude of the house, where all the glass walls are. And then it almost looks, if you look where that, you can see the couch on the corner.
Hmm.
I mean, they have all the windows open. It's pretty crazy. I mean,
That's
yeah,
awesome. I mean, it really just looks like that whole lower level is just sitting outside.
yeah, exactly, exactly, and I just love that pool shot. I thought it almost looks like glass itself. It's pretty amazing. So, I'm sure that they will not have a problem getting their, what is it, 18? Yeah, $18 million price tag. I think the only thing that might deter people is the fact that at some point 2 people did pass away in the house.
Yes, I would say that might be a deterrent, but you know what? Why?
I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I mean, but some people, they
Yeah.
don't get down with that.
Just burn some sage and rub them out.
Ex Exactly. All right, so that's all I got for that, but I thought it was a really pretty place, and worth a share. And like I said, there's not a whole lot. I've been digging for celebrity listings, and there's hardly anything. I mean, the football players are moving like we had last week because they're getting shuffled around a little bit, but other than that, not too much.
Yeah. Well, more football players to come
Yep,
then.
that sounds like that's about it. Didn't basketball start? Do they? I don't know anything about basketball,
I
so I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna shut up.
I hate
I hate
basketball.
basketball.
I don't follow it. I don't care anything
No,
about it.
and I'm terrible at it.
All right. Well, do you want to get into our tip of the week?
Sure, what do you got?
I don't have one. So what do you
Ooh.
have?
Well, I have two because I had one and then
Oh, good.
my first one was this is a tough time of year for agents for a couple different reasons. the lack of inventory does make it hard to find your buyer of the house that they want. So you just got to keep grinding. And I know it's freaking annoying, especially when other people are taking the holiday season and chilling. Most people try to slow down during this time. And I agree with that too, taking a few days, but you do still just have to grind. And essentially, like right now, I'm like getting all my sellers ready to start going on the market for the beginning of January. So just putting that prep work in. So that can be your tip, Jules. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I like it. Just stay on the
Stay on the
grind.
grind.
That's my tip this week is to stay on it.
I like it. I disagree. I like to chill, but I'll take it.
I would do that, but I'm
But
not
I'm
going
not
to.
But my actual tip that I changed today is just deliver the bad news. I'm
Mm,
working with a young agent. She didn't tell me I had to go and ask the lender myself what was going on. And it's not a big deal. Sometimes you need it. The lender needs an extra day, but I shouldn't have to dig for it. You should be telling me immediately. So just pick up the phone and make the call. It sucks. No one likes it, but you got to do it. So just pick up the phone and make the call, even if it's bad news, So it sucks. No one likes to do it.
yeah.
No one likes to call their buyer and say that you got beat out on an offer. No one likes to say, yeah, well, my buyer lost her job or whatever. Who knows what it is, but it
Yeah.
just all sucks. So just pick up the phone. It's part of our job.
It is. It's part of the job, good and the bad, and you just got to do
You gotta
it.
do it.
Just bite the bullet and get it done. I mean, you're talking about a 1-day extension on this problem, like big
Yeah, it's
deal.
not that big of a deal,
That's
but
not usually a make or break.
no.
Um,
So stay on that grind.
stay on the grind.
All right. Well, that's
All
all
right.
I
Well,
have.
yeah, I think that wraps us up. Catch us on our socials and be sure to like and subscribe. Email us your stories so we don't have lame stories.
Yeah.
Um, and any stupid questions too. We're still gathering those. New segment.
Starting next week.
Gonna maybe next week. I can't think of any stupid questions.
Oh, you gotta put them in your phone as soon as you get asked them. That's the only way I
That's a
keep
good
mine, yeah,
idea.
because otherwise, I mean, we hear a billion of them a day. I think I have, like, 3 of them in there, and it's like
Yeah. I'll
what
uh
you share.
I'll I'll hit up the ladies at the office. We're putting up the Christmas tree at the office and stuff this
Oh,
week.
fun.
So we're having happy hour and decorations, which is always
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds a lot of
Uh
fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like better than my
yeah.
cocktail party I wanna attend.
Like, yeah, I'm attending this one. There's
Yeah.
champagne. I'm there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ah, that sounds fun. Alright, well, I'll see you next week, and, talk to you later.
All right.
Alright,
Bye.
bye.